Now this is another important lecture that we'll be looking at. That is the JavaScript execution. What I'll do, I'll create a new file and I'll say JavaScript test. Right. Now what I'm gonna do, I'll go to one of the website. Let's say I'll search for. Okay, this is one of the website. If I go to this link, you're gonna see. Let it load. So you're gonna see a click me button over here, right? Now what I want to do, without clicking on this button, I actually want to perform the click operation. So with this click button, there is a JavaScript method on click associated. I can directly call this method. And it will gonna click on this particular link. Now how we can do that? We can call any JavaScript method that is actually associated to a website or a code. We can directly call that, and even we can execute our own JavaScript. If you are familiar to the JavaScript, you can write your own JavaScript and execute it using the Selenium methods. So how are you going to do that? So let's take a look at this in this example. So I'll copy this URL, paste it over here, right? And in order to handle any elements inside this section, this is inside a frame. See this frame. So I first need to switch on to this frame. So let's take the frame ID. This is the frame ID, iframe result. So I'll say driver dot switch to frame, and the frame is iframe result. Right. So this is the frame ID. Now I can directly call the method driver dot execute script, and I can give the JavaScript over here. So JavaScript associated to this click button is this. I'll just save it and run it, and let's see if it clicks on that button or not. Yes, it clicked. So as soon as it clicked, it displays hello world, right? See, if I refresh it, there's no hello world printed. As soon as you click on it, the hello world will be printed, right? So this JavaScript method has been executed. Now you can call any inbuilt JavaScript method of this website, right? The other thing, if you want to execute your own JavaScript, let's say I want to highlight the element with some red color. So you can, if you're not familiar with JavaScript, that's not an issue. Just go to Google and type how to highlight any element through JavaScript. You're gonna get a code something like this. This is a code for highlighting the element. So what I'm gonna do, I'll copy this code and I'll paste it over here through the Java driver dot execute script method, right? And this is the element that we need to provide. So with whatever element that you want to highlight, just take the locator of that element and store it inside a variable driver dot find element by xpath this, right? So what it will do, it will change, it will actually set this property to this particular button. So let's run it and then see. So let's see, again goes to this side and see it has changed the color and the property of this element to red, right? So this is how you can execute your own JavaScript. Even if you want to scroll over here, although the scroll option, the page is not, we don't have scroll bars over here, but still if you want to, if there are pages, there are long pages and you want to scroll, then there's a JavaScript for scrolling as well. That is scroll up till what page length you want to scroll. That's it. So these are some of the JavaScript. There are many JavaScripts. You can search it on internet and you can try executing that JavaScript with the help of execute script method. All right. So that's all in this lecture. We're gonna meet in the next lecture.